Will you admit that 2016 was the greatest year for music of all time before we...
Of all time?
Of all time.
Well,
or what is for you the greatest year?
For me, 2016, because I thought about this before you came here, I'm filled with the sort of fear of all the great music that I missed in 2016.
Yeah.
You know, because my friend Kieran, who's Fortet, you know, he's brilliant. He said to me once, you know, he thinks that everyone now should be banned from making new music. There should be some kind of like memory bomb that's exploded over the planet, so that everyone forgets how to like play or make or write anything, and we just live with what we've got.
Right,
because there's more than enough. And I feel that about 2016. There's probably enough. Because I guess that's an optimistic thing to say. There must be a bunch of brilliant stuff that was made in 2016 that I haven't heard and I probably will never hear. And that fills me with a sort of vertiginous feeling of sort of sadness and glee. Yeah.
You know, you really do realise how, especially now, the music industry is so saturated. There's so much stuff. People can release stuff online on their own. And you do just go there. I just won't hear so many albums every single year. There's going to be so much stuff that passes me by. And it's quite nice to just go all in on one year and go, well, I'll do a really thorough deep dive on this. So at least I haven't missed anything in that year. And
I used to work at Our Price Records.
Oh, lovely.
And you know, so and they'd have the chart list. You'd have the charts, and then you'd have the Our Price target marketed ones. Right, 25. So these are the records you're going to be buying on the Saturday. You know, I quite like that. I like the curation. You know, and I miss the curation.
Mm-hmm. There was an R Price and an HMV in Kettering, and I would shop in both of them because they had different stuff. But like, there was something about the R Price that just felt a lot more. I felt a lot more at home
that's
there.
Great.
I don't know what it was. I think it's because I bought my first ever single there. I bought E17 Thunder there.
Fantastic.
And so like it was like a bit of a. That was my first ever buying a cassette experience. So like I never got that in HMV.
No, you never get that same customer service.
When it was the Blur versus Oasis to get to number one,
Throwdown
with Roll With It and Country House. I went and bought Country House from HMV, and I remember the girl behind the counter telling me, "Good choice. Like you've made the right choice because like everyone's coming in this week. And it's one or the other. And you made the right choice. You chose Country House.
You can't buy both at the same time.
Couldn't buy both.
No, that would be
kicked out of
you're not
HMV.
allowed. Yeah. Brilliant. Well, we've got this sort of joke tribute act, you know, when Radiohead finishes Colin's Radiohead experience with Ed and Phil. So it spells Creep, and it'll basically just be me with a bunch of bored, like it'll be like Foregone Conclusion, is that right?
Yeah.
With a bunch of really bored, like 20-something session players, and I'm playing like Creep like 10 times, like, you know, exhorting like the 5 people in the audience. 4 who wandered in by mistake. Come on, if you know this. My brother's promised to drive past on the first night to support me. He said he'll drive past the pub.
Well, sign me up. Let me know when that's happening.
Can I just plug that actually on your?
Absolutely.
It's Creep, Colin's Radiohead experience. So I know it says with Ed and Phil, but actually they won't be there. And I'm currently in some sort of protracted legal negotiation with both of their lawyers about whether I can use Ed and Phil.
Get a different Ed and a different Phil.
It could be a different Ed and Phil. Oh, thanks, James.
No worries. I'm always here to help.
Brilliant.